If you're someone who likes to rock that midnight look, then you can't overlook the Fossil Nate JR 1401 stainless steel timepiece. Unafraid of shying away from the bold features that make this watch what it is, this one isn't for the faint of heart. Featuring a whopping 50mm case diameter and large chronograph pushers, you'd have to be the owner of a larger than average wrist or be okay with this absolute monster hanging over your wrists. Looking past the obvious dimensions, this watch houses some interesting textures, with the main one being a matte black finish covering the case, bezel and bracelet. This matte finish really accentuates that midnight look, which is continued in the dial. Looking closer at that dial, we can see a fairly fine papery or leathery texture. Obviously, this dial is neither paper or leather, but it does give off that same matte feel, but in a slightly larger texture. Other details in the dial include, of course, the chronograph subdials, which I'll do a quick roll call for now. A 24-hour dial sits at 3, a second counter at 6, and a half-hour counter at 9. Between 4 and 5 o'clock sits a date window, which does well not to break up that all-black look, as it could have easily been black digits over a white background. The hour and minute hands are quite thick, which they should be considering the size of this watch. I like the little arrow that sits on the second hand, and it sort of reminds me of the wings of an aeroplane. Surprisingly, the bezel actually rotates. I wouldn't say it's actually all that useful on this watch, since we only have 100 meters of water resistance, so it is far from a dive watch. However, you wouldn't worry about rain or washing your hands wearing this one. Another surprise is the legibility. Considering the monochrome outfit, you wouldn't expect fantastic readability. However, the grey hands and markers, of which the main 4 are Arabic numerals, we can quite easily read the time over the dark dial. However, in darker environments, you may struggle a bit. When you wear a Fossil branded watch, you can't be expecting the quality of an